Hey, hello everyone, welcome back. My day's really good, so hope your day's really good. Guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a zoom system where you can use Z, X, or the mouse wheel, just like this. You can zoom in, zoom out with both. So I'll show you. Okay guys, so the first thing we want to do is to add a part. So if you click up here, you can add a part. We're gonna anchor it, transparency, 1. The can collide off, and we're gonna name this part cam part. We're gonna move this up, give it a small angle. There we go. Okay, so now let's add our UI. So what we can I'm just gonna leave a link in the description where you can download the UI I made, so you don't have to make it manually. So it's imported now. So if we check in here, there we go. Now it's here. There we go. This is our UI. There are no scripts in it, so don't be disappointed if you don't see any scripts in it. But that's because you have to script it yourself. So now let's script. So we're going to the starter player script. We can add a local script. I'm gonna first we're going to get the players. The local plr equals game dot players dot local player. Then we're going to get the screen. Then we're going to get the UI. So local screen GUI equals plr dot player GUI. Wait for child screen UI. There we go. Then we're going to get the camera. So that's quite important. So let local cam equals game.workspace.current camera. Then we're going to get the mouse. Local mouse equals plr get mouse. Then we will get the user input service. So local UIS equals game get service user input service. There we go. Then we're going to get the run service. So local run service equals game get service run service. Okay, so now we will set the cam position. So first we're going to wait for the player to load in or to spawn. So game.workspace, wait for child, plr.name, cam.cameraType equals enum.cameraType.scriptable. Then cam.cframe should be equals to game.workspace.campart.cframe. So that what we do here is we take the camera and we place it in the cam part position. Then local is zoom, comma is on zoom, comma stop equals false, comma false, comma false. Then here, this is the important part of the script. We're gonna change the zoom. So first we're going to get the input. So we can write function input comma GPE. If GPE, then return end. Then we're going to check if the input is the keyboard. So if input user input type equals enum user input type keyboard, then if input keycode name equals z and not is zoom, then so what we do here is we check if the key code, the input is z, and if is zoom equals false, so we can't just spam it and then it just goes very fast. So then we're going to do is zoom equals true, stop should be equals to true, no false, sorry, and spawn function. This is for our color, So when we're going to change the color on the UI, color, input.keycode.name, and zoom. So that's the function we're going to make. So what we can do is we can just take this, copy, and paste it right underneath, and just change this to an X, and is zoom, we're just going to write is on zoom. Good. So now let's make the zoom function. So right underneath here, we're going to do function zoom mouse. That's for the mouse wheel when we're going to use it. So repeat if is zoom and not is on zoom, and cam dot field of view is bigger than 10. So what we do here is we check if zoom is true and is on zoom is false, so we can't just zoom in and zoom out on the same time. And then we check if the cam dot field of view, so the the field of view, the zoom distance, is bigger than 10. So it doesn't go underneath 10, so we can just zoom in all the way. Then we're gonna write cam dot field of view should be minus equals 1. What we can do here again, we can just copy, go underneath, paste it, change this to is on zoom, and this to is zoom, and then cam dot field of view should be smaller than 70. And right here we're gonna change this minus to a plus. Plus equals 1. Underneath we're gonna write if mouse, then, so if we're using the mouse wheel, then is zoom should be equals to false, is on zoom should be equals to false, and stop should be equals to true. And of course the run service dot render stepped wait. And right here, as you can see, there's until what? Until stop, until we stop the whole script, or the function, the zoom function. So underneath this, we can just close it by pressing the arrow right here. We will write function input ended input comma GP. So if input dot keycode equals enum dot keycode dot z, then is zoom equals false. Else if input dot keycode equals enum dot keycode dot x, then is on zoom should be equals to false. Underneath that, we're going to write if not is zoom. So if he's not zooming and he's not unzooming, then we should stop the zoom function. Else stop should be equals to false. Else if we're still zooming in or out, we don't stop it. And then underneath here we'll write the color. So we want to change the color, so function color, and then the input. There we go. Screen GUI input dot front dot image color free should be equals to color free dot from RGB, and then we can take a good looking color. We can take I like this color, like this. Yeah, I think that's good. That's a good color right here. Then we can wait 0.1 second. Screen GUI, sorry, if there's anyone who's gonna be annoyed that I'm saying that. Front, dot front, sorry, I made the spelling mistake here. Screen GUI dot input front course, I make a spelling mistake sometimes. Image color free is equals to color free from RGB, and we'll just make it white again. So right here, 250, 250, 250. Underneath, this is here where we activate the functions. So UIS dot input began connect input. UIS dot input ended connect input ended. Remember to remove the brackets when you do it, because we don't want any brackets here. Then we will write the function for the mouse. So function mouse input if input equals z, then is zoom should be equals to true, is unzoom is zoom should equals to true, stop should be equals to false, spawn function color, there we go, and then forward. I want to write forward right here, and we're going to end it, and zoom should be equals to true. When we write true right here, what it does is it says that the mouse is true, and then when this one activates, if mouse is true, then it stops the script right away. So it doesn't, so when you use the mouse wheel, it just doesn't repeat itself, so you go forward very quickly. It actually stops every time you stop using the mouse wheel. Then we can just take this, copy, and paste it in, change the input equals X, and is on zoom should be equals true, stop should be false. The color here should be equals, the color here, right here, should be backward. And then at the end, of course, mouse dot wheel forward connect function mouse input z end mouse dot wheel backwards connect function mouse input x and end. There we go. So where is our camera? I forgot what it was. There we go. It's right here. We can just go into the plugins, build rig, block rig. We can have a small dummy to test it out. Is the camera looking at the dummy? No, it's not. We can just move it a bit right here. There we go. Is it looking? Yeah, that seems right. So now if you press play, it should work. It's not looking down. Great. Oh yeah, remember, so you have to rotate the right way. So this is the forward, this is the front of the pot right here. So I'll just rotate that like this, and now we should be able to look at the dummy. There we go. If we press Z, it zooms in, X zooms out. You can see it changes color every time. We can use the mouse wheel. There we go. It's perfect. It works. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye.